Okay, recording's in progress. There you go. We are so lucky to have had some amazing weather in Melbourne. I mean, whether it's a good thing or it's a bad thing, I don't know. But apparently it's 9 degrees hotter than normal this time of year, averages anyway. So I'm making a salad. And before I make my salad, I'm making a salad from this Winter magazine. It is the crunchy broccoli salad with speck, which is that one there. Mine's not going to be quite the same because it has celery in it, and we have a serious celery hater in this house, not me. So mine's going to have a bit of carrot in it instead of the celery. And what I noticed is I need mayo. So I've got to make the mayo first. So I thought you might as well do that as well. So this is the cooked mayonnaise. Truth be told, when I had got a Thermomix, I thought I should be making everything, you know, from scratch. And honestly, you just have to do what you can do. You can't do every single little thing from scratch. I do a lot of my things, but you know, it took me, I don't know, 8 years before I started making yogurt. So yeah, it's just it's a time thing, and it's getting used to it. I mean, yogurt actually is very little hands-on. But with the mayo, I didn't like the other mayos, but the cooked mayo is fantastic. So I've got it saved in a collection. So I'm going up to here. I'm going to my recipes, created collections. Hold on 1 second. Sorry, I'm just trying to check my volume. Oh, it's 100%. That's good. And I've got a basics collection. In my basics, I've got cauliflower mash. I've got chicken stock paste. I've got chicken stock powder, which I actually haven't made. You know, a broccoli salad, etc. And my cooked mayo is in here. So I'm going to click on that. Start cooking. The first thing he wants you to do is put a jug on the lid and you weigh in the grapeseed oil. Now, you don't have to use grapeseed oil, but you need a low flavored oil. So like a really light olive oil will probably do the same trick. But why dirty a jug when you're going to store your mayo in a jar? So I have weighed my mayo, my oil into this jar, and I will use that to store the mayo. So I've done that. Set the jug aside. 1 teaspoon of sea salt, and you can adjust this, okay? So I'm just going to put a bit of salt in there. And 30 grams of white vinegar. I have the super basic white vinegar. Here we go. Simmering basket on top. I'll give it my thermi drawer, but it's just underneath. And that's going to cook for 3 minutes, 100 degrees on speed 1. So in that time, I thought I would, there's a couple of things. With this mayo, if you want to, you can add flavours. So sometimes I have harissa in the fridge. You could add a curry paste to it. You can add mustard. You can add garlic. You can do, you know, you could add miso, I guess, if you wanted to. You could do all sorts of things with it. But let's just go to cookie dough. And I'm going to put dressings in. And you will see there are a heap of dressings that come up. Look, I've got 228 results. Some will be repeats. But we've got French dressing. We've got an orange curry dressing, ranch dressing, lime and ginger, yum, apple cider dressing. Wow, look at that one. It looks good too. And look, they don't take long. Well, the ranch takes a little bit of time. The harissa yogurt dressing, Caesar salad, that's really good. I haven't done the vegan Caesar dressing. Blue cheese and tofu, buffalo ranch, yogurt, turmeric tahini dressing. Here we've got salads with different dressings and things on them. There is also the poppy seed dressing. So as you can see, there are a heap of different types of dressing. What am I thinking of? There's actually a Big Mac style dressing, I think. Big Mac style sauce. And although I'm not a Big Mac person, that sauce is awesome. So if you've got people you're trying to get to eat things. Make your own. You can make your own patty bun, you know, buns, whatever. You make your own. Can't even think, beef burgers, hamburgers, whatever they are, and then make this sauce, and it's really delicious. So that takes. It said you've got to allow the flavors to develop. So make it the day before or whatever. But the actual hands-on time is 7 seconds plus 10 seconds, and just gathering a few bits of a few ingredients. But the total time is really for that for the marinade to or for the flavors to enhance. So plenty of different dressings on there. I'm just going to show you in here too in my recipes. My recipes. Come on. In my creative collections, my basics. Here we go. Look, I've got a bechamel sauce in there. Don't you love it in the Thermomix? You just chuck everything in, it makes it for you. Paste, but the vanilla paste, that's really good too. Where are we? There's my cooked mayo. Here it is. Let's see what it says in the tips and tricks at the bottom. So garlic mayo. In step 2, place 1 to 2 garlic cloves in the mixing bowl and chop. And mustard mayo. Add some mustard powder with the eggs and continue with the recipe. So lots of different options. As I said, you can add harissa. You can do whatever you want. All right, but we are ready to keep going. So the reason why it's a cooked mayo is because the eggs are going to go into this hot mixture, actually going to cook. Yes. So I've got my 2 eggs ready to go, and it says 30 seconds, speed 3, and then it says add the reserved eggs through the hole in the mixing bowl lid. So this means it's a really safe mayo to give to pregnant people or people who are vulnerable. Always makes me laugh, but it takes the 30 seconds. But I guess that's part of the cooking process of the eggs. All right. Then I've got my oil, and we're going to do the next bit. 3, 2, 1. So I'm going to put the lid on, and this is where we're actually going to emulsify the mayonnaise. So it's going to say, let's go 1 minute 30. Turn the speed selector to speed 6. Meanwhile, follow the next step. So the next step will automatically come up. And all I'm going to do is drizzle the mayo into the lid, because there are gaps between here. And it will go in slowly, and it will actually emulsify the mayonnaise. Now, if you are a smoothie drinker, you can do that exactly the same. A little bit of liquid in with your other ingredients in the bowl, but then put your main liquid through the lid like that, and it will emulsify your smoothie. Okay, let's go. So I've got to just go slowly. Place in a bowl and store in the fridge. That easy, that easy. But I'm going to show you. Look at this on top of here. The best mayo. And what I'm going to do is another little trick. So pop the lid on. I'm going to put the lid, take the out of here and put this over the top. And I'm lucky this jar actually fits quite well. So I can use it as a funnel. So I've done it this way up so that any mess gets onto the lid. And let's see how much I'm going to scrape as much as I can in. I'm not going to worry about cleaning the bowl before I go to the next recipe because I need mayo in the recipe anyway. So it's a full jar, isn't it? That'll do. And I just won't put quite the full 80 grams in. Here we go. All right, so that is your cooked mayo. Okay, so now I'm going onto my crunchy broccoli salad with speck. And the first thing it wants me to do is actually chop up, and I had prosciutto left over from something. So I've done this, I've used that, put it in a frying pan, fry it, and then you're going to add some cashews and some sunflower seeds. So that's all nice and crispy there, having sat in there. You can see that everything's all nice and browned. And the next thing I'm going to do is place parsley, celery, and onion. Well, I've got a bit of parsley from the garden. I'm not using celery, but I'm going to put in the stalks of the broccoli and some carrots and some onion. And that's 3 seconds, speed 6. So I'm going to pop my 3 on there. Going to turn this up to speed 6. Was just about to press the next button, but of course I'm doing this manually. So, wow, that's certainly chopped that up, hasn't it? Which is good because I don't know about you, I'm not a big onion fan for in salads, but I think, you know, obviously adds the flavour, but I don't like to get big chunks of red onion. But that's awesome. Then I'm going to get my scales up. Add broccoli. So the broccoli, it does say 400 grams. And I know I'm under, which is why I used a bit more carrots. I'm well under. And a bit of mayo. This. Just add a bit more mayo. I might just do. There we go, that'll do. Then I need 2 teaspoons of, I haven't got whole grain mustard, so I've got Dijon going in. And the other thing I need is 80 grams of natural yogurt. Get to lick all these spoons. I'm just going to get the yogurt out of the fridge. This is a fresh batch I've just made overnight. So I thought it was quite runny. It's runnier than some of the others, but it's actually solidified quite nicely in the fridge. Having said that, with the other, I had 2 containers of it, but the other one I've actually been straining that to make it a bit thicker. So, because I wasn't sure, I haven't made this one before. Anyway, I'm going to add, you can see that it's quite thick. There you go. Salt and pepper. Salt. Pepper. And here we go. Out of there, back to the home screen. 6 to 8 seconds. I'm going to put 6 on, 5 on actually. On reverse, speed 4 with a spatula. So because of the collar on the spatula, I can pop the spatula through here. I think I need a bit longer. So I can plate it up in a minute. Actually, I might do, oh yeah, So it's chopped, but I definitely need a bit more in there. So I was very conservative there. So an extra 3 on. I think this will be fine. Speed forward. Focused up on something else. Oh wow. Yum, yum, yum. So what it says is assembly. Transfer it to a bowl. So I'm going to put some of this onto this plate. Okay. And it says top with I'll stir through some of the cranberries, but I'm using goji berries. Sorry, I'll touch it down a bit so you can see what I'm actually doing. It actually says to stir those through and a bit of this stuff. So stir it through. Obviously, if it's a big bowl, probably a bit easier to do this. Then you put a few more of these on top. A little bit more of our crunchy mixture here on top. And a little bit of feta. So I'll crumble that on top. My hands quick wash. And there we go. The crunchy broccoli salad with speck. Bearing in mind, no celery in this one and a bit of carrot. Anyway, that is lunch, my friend.